Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Today we are starting off the second round of the round robin, and basically this is scoreboard as we have it right now. BPS and EG both have 5 points, but because BPS beat EG, they're on top. That sounds so wrong. Same goes for Loka and Jones with both 4 points. Then you have Raid and Appa with 3 points and Vil and Immel with 2 points. I actually like that none of the teams have 0 points anymore. Everyone has won at least 2 matches. That's lovely to see. And we are starting it off on the second stage today, which is basically still a blank. We are following Vil versus Loka, and then we will have Loka versus Jones later on. I am actually a spectator for both sides this time, which is... For those of you that missed it, last Monday I was spectating Appa versus EG, and for some reason, basically there was a derp, and Wargaming set me a spectator for Appa's side only. So we had no idea what EG was taking until we actually loaded into the game and everything. It was hilarious, to be honest. It made for very interesting gameplay. The only thing is that I did like is that because I also didn't have free cam or anything, basically I was just having player perspective. It does show how a tournament battle looks for the player, like what the whole thinking about basically what's going to happen and everything, trying to outthink the enemy and all of that. That is basically what you see more in the first-person perspective. Like, I always stream from the bird's eye view because I want to show what is happening in the teams and what has to happen to get a certain result and everything. So yeah, that was interesting to do, but I do quite like being able to free cam it and being able to give you a bird's eye view and basically the development of the battle as a whole, rather than just one side. So yeah, like I said, tonight we are following Loka, a very OP team, and we are following them versus Vil first and then versus Jones. So that's going to be interesting. This will be the first time I've actually seen Jones, so I'm really looking forward to that. And also because they are tied in points, so that match is pretty vital for both of them. And of course, happy to see what happens with Vil also. Vil is one of those teams, like, they only have 2 points, but the matches that I've seen of them, they've played so well and the matches were close. So don't rule them out just yet just because they only have 2 points. They are a fantastic team as well. So let's go back to the room. I am readied up, so all of that is ready. We have a little less than 3 minutes to go before we get the first matchup of the evening. Also, just to basically do the standard thing, there's a 5-minute delay on that stream. That is to make sure that people cannot stream snipe. And if you want to get some free stuff, which means in this case combat XP booster, crew XP booster, a hardcore fan avatar, a times 3 cert and a premium day, then you have to watch through the portal, make sure that you are logged in. This only works if you are from the EU server though, as this is an EU stream. Basically I also pinned it in the chat so you can find it there as well. And yeah, we're just going to have fun with it and not make things too complicated that way. The rewards for watching are, to be honest, pretty bad, but it's free stuff, and if you are a free-to-play player, they can help you quite a bit, especially the Prem Day. But yeah, I do know that for the Blitz Cup streams, that will happen in, I think, November. Probably same format as we had last year, but we're not sure about that. I have not had it confirmed in any case. But yeah, there will be better and more stuff for those streams, of course, so that's going to be interesting on its own. And basically just, yeah, for now we are going to focus on some fun matches. I apologize for any brain derps that I might have. I'm not having the best of days today, and I'm sort of like stumbling across words and everything, which made making a video earlier today very interesting, let's put it that way. But yeah, we see Vil pretty much completely ready, Loka derping around a bit, at least Surftastic is derping around. And Vil is taking 4 Yo's potentially, an IS-7, a Vickers and a Kranwagen to Black Gold Vil. And now they're both basically derping around. With 47 seconds left to go, we see 2 IS-7s on Loka's side, potentially a 113, 3 Yo's and a Vickers. And they just need to finish readying up, really. And then we can start the first battle in just over half a minute. And there we go. Both teams now completely ready. I'm set as ready as well, which is definitely helpful. OBS is looking good. I actually loaded in all the maps in the training room before this started, so I'm hoping that I will actually load in on time. That is something that I'm going to be doing and hoping for every professional stream that I do. But yeah, also if you're talking in the chat, I'm sorry, I do not speak Russian or basically anything other than English. So I do speak some language, but yeah. If you want me to respond to a message, you will have to say it in English. That's all that I can say. And of course you will hear my reply in like 5 minutes. If you do so. Meanwhile, here we have a loaded in game. On time. Happy with that. We have El Nopen heading towards the middle. Moros on the other side. Similar movement. No, he's actually going more towards the back. Two of the O's from Vale are heading in that direction as well, and they might spot him. Yeah, they get spotted. They know it must be the Vickers. They just don't know exactly where he is, and they are pulling back because of it. Blind shot by the Vickers. Maybe he thought that there would be another one there. Anya has been spotted on the other side, so has Station Killer. But nothing much is happening. Base A is now being kept. Vale is pushing forwards. Elysium taking a hit there. We hear more guns being fired. But they know they can't let Loka have too much of an advantage in points, so they need to get the base here. Base C is now being taken. And we have Loka rolling through. Unitastic gets spotted, but they know Anya is there. Taste and Killer using Rock Ego. Now spotted as well. So he has to be careful. That spot has not worked out all too well for Yos earlier on, so he has to be careful where he's at. Base C has been taken. Ross got spotted there. And I think Alfredo might just be pushing into base B soon. Even though it is a risk. Loka is rotating back around. And now Moros is crossing over. Unspotted, but he does spot Alfredo, so he knows the Vickers is still there. And Moros is basically just driving in circles a little bit. And that's basically just using his spotting range, but because it's the Vickers, he stays hidden himself. And Alfredo can't be certain that there's no one else there. Now we have Surftastic moving in as well. Into his position where they can unspot. They can uncap, I mean. See, this is what I mean with the brain derps and everything. There's actual term for it. It's called verbal confusion, which sounds really funny, but is really not. Alfredo getting spotted there. And he spots Surftastic, so they know that there's two tanks there now. And that is a nice hit from Unitastic there. And from Yazio. Cheeky shots. But that definitely worked for them. Loka has a slight point advantage here. It will be up to Vale to make a move. And they are content to just wait, but so is Vale. Elysium sorry, that was the side of Elysium. Losing a little bit of HP. But overall, not all that much is happening. Most tanks are spotted right now. Tasting Killer, oof, getting lucky there. Only taking one hit. Pencil case almost having reloaded. And managing to get out of there without getting shot. Tasting Killer taking a bit of a hit there though. Alfredo moved forwards, but is now in a very precarious position. He is protecting base B, but there's not really any way that he can take it. Unitastic takes a hit there. So does Heffalump. And another. Moros takes a big hit now. We have a Vale pushing on this side. But it's costing them a lot of HP just to get there. And that is dangerous. El Nopen losing a lot of HP there. Surftastic as well. Elysium losing more. This is a push that might not have gone exactly as Vil anticipated or wanted it to. Elysium basically having no choice but to stay there and basically get shot from one side or another. Taste and Killer and Pencil Case, Ego and Pencil Case going after Elfrido. Anya Tastic has been taken out. Heffalump now being set upon. El Nopen is all alone in there. That's not going to go well. He's almost gone, having 26 HP left. Base B is being kept. Unitastic gets taken out. And now we have Heffalump almost gone. There he goes. Along with El Nopen. Taste and Killer gets set on fire and that finishes him off. And now it is 2 versus 5. And we are at 980 points for Loka. So that's not going to work out in their favor. And there's nothing they can do about it. As soon as they cap base C, it is over for Vil for this match, that is. There's just no way, no time. He does get another shot in, but it is not enough. Tasting Pencil Case survives on 51 HP. But Loka takes home the first match. I think this mainly went, well, wrong is not the right word. It didn't go right with the way that Elysium pushed, because the position that he was in, he couldn't pull back from the figures in the I-7 without getting crossfired from the other side. There was no safe spot for him. And that put basically Vil at a gun disadvantage there. So yeah, just over a minute left to go before we go on to the second match of Black Gold Vil. The second match of this matchup as well. No real pressure just yet. It is the best of 7, which means that the first to reach 4 victories is the one that wins the point for this. And even then, there's no real pressure just yet, though for Vil, the pressure is starting to build if they want to get to the top 4. Let's see. If you want to get to the Russian streams, by the way, you need to go to the Russian portal, not the EU portal. 35 seconds left to go. Both teams are ready. We see 2 Yo's, 3 IS-7s, a Vickers and a Kranwagen for Vil. Versus 3 IS-7s, a 113, 3 Yo's, and a Vickers. Sorry, 2 IS-7. I was gonna say, that's a tank too many. But yeah. We are ready for that second match. And let's see if Vil can grab it back. Like I said, there's no real pressure with that just yet either. And getting that early cap is just so important in this case. Because you saw it forced Vil's hand. They had to make a move somewhere. And let's see. Here we go. I do like this camo. It's not the legendary one, but it does look lovely. This is something that I do. I load in and the first thing I do is look at the tank's camo. And honestly, that is maybe not the best thing, but still. Vil now focusing entirely on the base C side with like El Nopen going as a spotter towards the middle. Ross is going to spot, he's going to spot a lot of tanks there. And I think they're hoping to catch the Vickers, but the Vickers is not spotted, whereas most of theirs are. And now we have El Nopen cheekily going into a very early B cap, and that is a very cheeky move. They know Ross is there because they got spotted without spotting a tank themselves. That is absolutely brutal. Ross does take a shot, but Vil now has base B. They almost have base C, and Loka is capping base A. And this is a good advantage for Vil to have. Very cheekily done. An excellent use of basically letting their heavies spot the lights so they knew where he was. Because if it had been anyone else, they would have been spotted back. Very nicely done. Vil now putting back a little bit towards their spawn. This is kind of basically, now they just need to hold and sort of like wait it out. expect to push and hold it. Loka basically gathering together. Ross staying where he's at. Firing a blind shot there. But being careful. And it seems that Loka might be going for an early push here. We have Surftastic going in quite fast, quite brutally. And they are going after Alvarito. But the thing is, there's a lot of guns behind him. They just need to make sure that all their shots spin. Now we have Elysium that is basically reloading. Alvarito is losing more and more HP. Heffalump is now in the way and basically looking to lose a lot of HP as well. Look at that. He is getting absolutely obliterated. He still survives, but barely, and that is an issue. They need to keep him alive. And Zibul-tastic takes out Heffalump and will... Ooh, maybe not. Will probably take out Alvarito as well. He is now on the reload. We are at 800 points, but base C has been stolen. And Pencil Case is not looking too good either. Alvarito gets taken out. Base B is being capped now. Basically, Loka is taking all the caps. Zibul has been taken. Zibul, probably pronounced that all wrong. El Nopen gets taken out. Yazio putting back. Pencil Case is taken out. I'm not entirely certain what happened here, other than Loka making it hard for them to shoot them basically, and then basically taking those bases, which is keeping Veil from getting any points. Ego is in the worst possible position, but to be fair, you don't want to drop down like that because that can literally block your tank, and that's exactly what happened here. It is 2 versus 4 with an extra turret. Elysium almost reloaded. He gets taken out by a double shot there. Taste and Killer survives with a lot of HP, but with the bases, Loka has the victory. Brutal game. I think this, they expected the push from Loka from that side, but they didn't really have the gun. I don't think they expected the push to come that early. So the defenses from Veil weren't quite ready to absorb that push. And now we are going to move to the Panda map, Dynasty Spiral. And that will be the third match. No real pressure just yet, again, because it is a best of 7. So the first 4 victories will get the points. Let's see. We have Loka completely ready with a VK19 E100, 3 Yos, a 113 and an IS7. And let's see, now we're waiting for Veil to decide which to take. But we see 3 Yos, 2 IS7s, oh there we go, 4 Yos, 2 IS7s and a mouse. Interesting that neither is taking a med or a light or any such here. Like, I'm not really... I mean, it's a small map, so you don't necessarily need them for spots, but it helps for quick spots on the base C side, possibly. But we'll see what happens. Most of the heavies that are being taken are more heaviums than heavy, and they can get around quite nicely. Let's see, countdown clock is now beginning. Both teams no longer derping with sending tanks to the middle and back. And here we go into the third match. And let's see what happens. We were talking earlier in the tournament chat about streamer revenue. We don't really earn anything with this. Basically, I just do that because I love tournament gameplay. Like I've said before, this is for me, it's the pinnacle of gameplay. This is what happens when you have 7 players that work together, communicate together, and plan together and everything. And that just makes it, for me, the best kind of gameplay that you can have. And that is why I stream this, because I like seeing the full potential of the game like that. We have Veil completely focusing on the base C side. Loka completely focusing on the base A side. So that's going to be interesting in and of itself. And I think we might be seeing a cheeky B cap. I think they're hoping that they can get away with that. We see Ego do just that. Going into base B. With 2 of them, 3 of them. If they get that though, that will be so cheeky. And there they do get it. Elysium takes a little bit of a hit there. So does Pencil Case. They're now getting in each other's way, so they have to be careful. But they did get base B, and now they're capping base C at their leisure. Because that it will be harder for them to decap, and now they can just basically dig in and hold. Very cheeky move again by Veil. It will be all about the holding. El Nopen putting back a little. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. 3 Yos arriving at the scene. Facing a very healthy mouse. And the mouse is taking hits. But probably not as many as they would have liked. El Nopen lost a lot of HP though, and Veil is responding. Wanting to get some shots in. And doing just yet. Yazio getting very much hammered here. El Nopen is... Oof, that's just Yazio Taxi gets taken out there. That shot from Anya not hitting Heffalump is also very interesting and important for Veil. Base B is being taken by the super heavies on Loka's side though. So they have to be careful with that. This is how you get focused on your super heavies. And that can work out really well for Loka potentially if they can get behind it. Depending on how much they bounce, because Unitastic is not looking too healthy. And this, there you go, that's an all-important kill here. 2 gun advantage for Veil. 2 base advantage for Veil. We're at near 800 points. HP-wise though, it is so close. And there you go, Unitastic gets taken out, but so does Heffalump. El Nopen still surviving, if barely. He gets taken out. Fantastic. Now basically being taken out as well. Base B is being kept, but we are at 880 points. It is 5 versus 3. We have Jabul now being pushed by Taste and Killer. Ego has been taken out. It is 4 versus 3. And now they kind of need to be careful here. They're at 880 points. And I think they wanted to take out Surftastic here. But that's going to be very difficult. They get him, but only just. And now it's just Moros. And Pencil Case is surviving with 23 HP. But they win on points because of the kills and the bases that they had and everything. But 23 HP, that is how much he survives with. Wow. Let's see. Like, this was... Actually, it could have gone either way, but in this case, it was Veil that kept their low HP tanks alive. And that worked out, so they get the game as well. So now we are getting ready for the second match on Dynasty Sprawl. And we see tanks being changed on Veil's side. We see potentially 4 Yos, 2 i7s, and a mouse this time. Well, no, they had the mouse before as well. Never mind me. And it will be interesting to see if that works out. Kind of wonder which side they will go for this time. And on the other side, we have the VK90. And we'll have to wait and see. Now they're readying up E100, a Yo, a 113, IS7, and 2 more Yos. Oh, no, it is 3 Yos, 3 IS7, and a mouse for Veil. And with 42 seconds left to go, Fantastic is not entirely certain yet what he'll drive, or maybe he's changing the loadout or the gun. Let's see. He still has 30 seconds left. And let's see if he readies up in this. This is such a small map. It does invite some interesting gameplay though, rather in the way of more like the pushes and everything. And there you go, he sticks with his Yo. So we have 3 Yos, 113 and IS7, an E100 and a VK90. So let's see, again, no real passages yet. Anything can still happen, as the last match showed as well. And let's see. Also like just all kinds of different avatars happening here. And see, this camo, I'm not a fan of it, honestly. Like, with all the colorful camos that we have, I mean, this is probably sort of meant to be realistic of sorts. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah. Veil again focusing on the C side, but now Loka again focusing on the A side. I wonder if they're going to get away with doing the same thing though. That's going to be very interesting if they do. But we have more of Loka's main forces in the middle. Base C and base A are being taken. Cheeky shot into Anya there. But they're not going for the B cap this time. More shots happening. But aside from Anya and Elysium, not a lot of damage being done. Ever so slight point advantage for Veil here. Having capped just a tiny bit earlier. Fantastic, moving away a little bit. And basically all of Veil is focused on this side of the map. With only Heffalump as an exception. And that could be, well, not dangerous necessarily. Jibble managing to go towards the spawn without getting spotted, fantastic. And Moros doing the same thing. Yazio does get spotted though as he moves away. Surf going there as well. Now we have 4 tanks ready to make a move at some point. Where we have Veil actually moving towards the other side. So this is going to be very interesting to see what they do. And if they can make it happen. Anya taking a bit of a shot from Elverito there, I think it was. Unitastic getting shot at. Pencil case now reloading. They know that there's people in the red spawn. But the thing is, will that force a reaction? The thing is, where the players from Loka are, they are now activating their speed boost. They are pushing. Only there's pretty much no one there. They're going to get spotted well. This is basically a blind shot happening. They're going to get spotted well before the push actually arrives. And now we have the 2 IS-7s moving in. Tasting Killer going after Surftastic. Heffalump getting shot at. But this is basically another sort of Mexican standoff happening. There's not really... Base C is being stolen. And we have 3 versus 2 in the city. And Heffalump is in a horrible position over there. Getting absolutely set up on here. Definitely the primary target here. Fantastic now going after him. Heffalump is gone. Unitastic has been taken out. Anya-tastic is almost gone as well. Elysium not looking too healthy. There goes Anya. Taste and Killer also not too healthy. Elysium almost reloaded though. And I think he's hoping to get some shots and he gets them into Surftastic instead. Actually takes him out. Taste and Killer has been taken out. There goes Elysium. Base B is being capped. Base A has been stolen. It is 4 versus 4. Pencil case not looking too healthy. They take out Jibble. And now they want to go after Fantastic. Big hits into him there. And Ego actually gets stuck against the corpse. Pencil case needing to be careful. He is going to get taken out because he's not got the ability to run away there. Fantastic going after Elferito. And there's a fully loaded Yo that is going after him. Fantastic gets taken out, but so does Elferito. It is 2 versus 2. And one of them is a mouse. Ego focusing on Moros. Which is what the mouse is trying to do as well. But Yazio is basically keeping him from doing that. And we now have Ego going into base B. C, sorry. Base B is being capped. They are sort of like double teaming. And they just need to make sure that the points go up and that they have to keep the base. Because that makes all the difference here. Not a big hit. That shot on El Nopan actually bounced. Trying to show you both sides of the battle here. El Nopen not looking too healthy here. But neither does Yasuo. That is a telling hit. He is going to get clipped. He does get taken out. We were at 880 points. With quite a few bases. And Yasuo... Ego. He might be able to do it. It will all depend on if he gets this hit in. And if he can get some more troll bounces. He needs to be careful not to show too much of his rear end to Yasuo. Because that might not work out for him. But we reached 1k and they have it. Barely. But they have it. What a game. And to think, like, I'm not placing blame here at all. If Mroz had actually not shot the mouse, but gone for the IS-7 instantly for Ego, there was literally a shot away from that. But look at the damage that he did. Wow. And that's in the tournament. But look at the difference in damage. There's 20 more damage being done on Vale's side. And that's it. And now the score is 2-2. But okay, this is exactly what I meant with Vale. Like, they only have 2 points. But look at these games. Like, honestly, look at them. So yeah, just basically, I'm pretty much a fan of pretty much all of the top 8 here. But they've all given us fantastic games. The only ones I've not yet seen are Jones, which we will see after this matchup, and Raid. But that's because Peter was streaming Raid. But that's basically the thing, though. It is incredible to see games like this. This is why I love streaming tournaments. The games are exciting and anything can happen. And it's dependent on RNG and it's dependent on luck. But so much more on tactics and just planning and well, skill as well. All these players are just freaking OP. And we are moving on to Yukon. And Vale is taking 4 Yos, an IS-7, a Mouse, and a Vigors. And they're going to go against 2 IS-7s, an E100, 3 Yos, and an FE4202. That is interesting as well. I mean, I know it's been changed and everything. But it's interesting to see. Because you don't see that tank all that often when it comes to the tournament scene. The hash capabilities, though, might make it worth it. But it can get shot in the face. So that's also a thing. So let's see. Dun 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 dun. These kind of games just make me excited to see the rest. Like, I'm always tired, like literally always, and always bone tired. But I get excited when you see matches like this, and it gets so close. It makes it great fun. Loka focusing on the D side. El Nopen going towards the middle. Mainly want to see if anyone is taking C, but no one is. That is interesting in and of itself. Base B now being taken by Ego. And we have base B that's going to be kept as well. Base D is being kept. The Yos are moving around. But we have Ego, who is not alone. He is venturing further into the map, though. And we have the Vigors running back towards the spawn. And they are both expecting someone from somewhere else. And there they come. The Yos from Loka. Yasuo gets spotted. Ven and everything gets spotted as well. And we see the first shots happening. Both sides losing some HP. Yasuo the most. Taste the Killer losing some HP. Unitastic arriving. Basically, this is sort of like a white pincer movement happening. Yasuo getting set upon. And they are definitely going for him. They're also definitely going for Taste and Killer though. And that's also something that's important. Ooh, that bounce though. Taste and Killer is almost out. He gets taken out first. El Nopen chasing, getting blocked there. And we have Elnopen now getting shot by Fantastic. The old school dude has been taken out as well. This is not going too great for Veil here. Fantastic gets taken out. Both teams have lost 2 guns. 3 guns in Veil's case, but that's going to be... Ooh, that bounce though. The mouse is almost gone. Alfredo needs another reload to take out Chabot. And takes damage for that. It is 4 versus 3. Elnopen is still running around. But there's not much he can do. Alfredo trying to hold. We have Moroz going after Elnopen here. And this is where the hash becomes very interesting. And there's not really anything he can do about it. Had he run before, but then still they would have had plenty of time. Ooh, and he still gets taken out there. Alfredo, follow shoot. There's his corpse. And Loka takes this match. Interesting game all around, to be honest. Like, I'm not entirely certain what... Well, no. Loka was sort of like... Had a 3-tone pincer. Can you still call it that one? I have no idea. But, like, basically they pushed in 3 different angles. Pulled back their low HP target. And basically Veil pushed right into it. Wanted to get the 1-shot. But Yasuo actually survived for a lot longer than I thought he would. And he pulled back behind his teammates, so in order to get to him, they literally had to go through his teammates, and that worked out really well for Loka. So for the second match on Yukon, we see Loka now taking VK19 E100, 3 Yos and 2 IS7s, and they're going to go against 2 Yos, 2 113s, a VK90, a Vigus, and an IS7 if Havalamp readies up in this. So let's see. Again, anything can still happen, but Loka is now up for match point. If they win the next match, then they get the point for this matchup. But this is exactly what I meant with the games and it being close and just highly interesting gameplay and everything. And like all these top 8 teams have shown some fantastic games. And I love that. I really do. So let's go into the 6th match of this best of 7. If Phil wins this, we get a tiebreaker, so I'm always rooting for that. But Loka is up for match point here. So let's see. Elnopen in the Vickers with a pumpkin. It is pumpkin month after all. He's now going into the direction of base D. Phil following. Ego potentially going towards base C. And we have Loka pushing base A and B here. But it's sort of like a reverse thing, only I'm not sure that Veil is going to push that way that Loka did. Because especially you would expect Loka to be ready for it. As you can see, they're basically holding their tanks here. Base C is being kept. They are spotting Ego here. He might still get the cap though. Base D is being kept, so they know that basically base A should be undefended here. He does get the cap. But now he needs to be careful. He's not entirely defenseless here. But he is in a position where he can get really pincered hard. That shot did not go as intended. Ego now losing quite a bit of HP. Base B is being kept. And... oh, I hate it when that happens. Ego getting set up on every side and there's literally nothing he can do about it. He gets taken out. Base B is being kept. Alfredo now has to be careful in his juicy 113. We have Anya arriving. Taking a big chunk of health and he gets taken out as well. Heffalump arriving at the back, trying to deal with Unitastic in the VK90. Pencil Case and Elysium both on their clip reload. Surftastic is still alive, if barely. But there's a 2-gun advantage here. Surftastic has been taken out. And now Elysium is barely alive. He does get another shot in before he's taken out. And basically the thing is that they have a gun advantage, and they're not being they seem to have difficulty taking out Unitastic here. Pencil Case is being set upon. Taste and Killer is almost gone. Unitastic has been taken out, but so has Taste and Killer. It is 5 versus 3. Even if some of them are still relatively healthy. Pencil Case is not going to survive another reload. Even if he gets some shots in. Which he does. But that's going to be the end of him. Big hits there into Heffalump. He gets tracked. That is not helping him. And now it's just Elnopen. But this is it. Like, this is exactly what I mean. Vil only has 2 points. But overall, they've played so well. And he parked in the barn. And Loka takes home the game. And the match. And I love the GGs and the well played and everything's in the chat. Loka taking it home 4-2. And let's see what the rest has been doing. Emo 1. Who are they up against? Emo 1 from Raid. BPS. They're probably still going, not gonna lie, but still. Just want to see if there's any score yet. They're against Jones right now. That's gotta be an interesting match as well. And then we have Appa versus EG, I think. Oh, Appa winning 4-2. EG not always having the best of days. This is like yesterday. No, not sorry. Monday. They're up against Appa. They won 4-1 and now Appa wins 4-2. That's... Ooh. So basically that is going to be interesting, and I will really want to know what happens between BPS and Jones as well. So let's see, we've got like 26 minutes left before the next matchup, so I'm going to be showing you some replays. And let's see, what have I got for you? I got quite a few replays actually, I'm quite a fan of that. I've actually got a replay in the 4202, so I'm going to show you that, mainly just to see, like, it is a very good tank, if driven well. I'm not saying that anyone in the professionals can't drive it well. I am saying that I can't drive it well. Hash and I, we're just not the best of friends. And that is a skill that I've yet to master. So people getting really good games in this tank, I can fully get it. I see the potential, I just can't get it out of the tank itself. So let's see. But yeah, it was they were fun games, honestly, and some of them were so close. Nice Hash waiting. Not spotting anyone yet though. Someone's at the other side. And he's still waiting. This is the thing, this is also why wouldn't be good at this tank. I have no patience whatsoever. There's a juicy little yo there. And that wasn't a full pan. That was better. Oh, juicy. This is like, see, I see the potential. I see what can happen. Earlier today, I was driving the IS-8. And I had some absolutely lovely shots into the bum of a standard B. And it was beautiful, not gonna lie. Cheeky shots. They still haven't been spotted for it, which is even funnier, not gonna lie. He is kind of expected to be spotted for it, to be honest. Which is good, because if you get spotted, you have the Yeke over there. You really do not want to get spotted. Nice. Corpse is making it difficult though. Nice skill shot there. Oh, we're still waiting for the grill to be spotted. Jäger is behind the bunker there. So our BB1K is now going to move in. There's the waffle. It's not the grill, it's the waffle. Let's see. This is a hash tank. If you're up against tanks like this, that can work out really beautifully. Nice little bounce as well. Low pen. Thing is, he has enough HP. Let's see. Cheeky shot there. Nice little bounce again, and then he takes him out. 3 versus 3, base A is now being kept. Oh, that was nice. Nice anticipation there. He should be able to take him out quite nicely. See, this is what I mean. The tank has definite potential. It is a beautiful tank. And it can work out really well. Just not in my hands, that's all. 5k damage into it. Cheeky shot there, just switching targets like that. I'm not sure that will... No, that's not going to work out. Jäger just fired though. And that's the end of him. And let's see. They are at 860 points, so they're gonna win anyway. But he's got plenty of HP left to deal with the lone tank that is left now. Let's see. Waffle not really pushing. $930 points. That was a little bit of an HE derp. And there you go. Lovely little game here. See, the tank can be fantastic. I know that there's a lot of players in here, out here there, that can do this fantastically. 1609 base XP. And let's have a quick look. Do we have a score yet? BPS 1, but 4-3-0. That's definitely will have been a very interesting match indeed. So let's see. These are the 4 teams that won the first matchups: Immo, Loka, BPS, and APA. So like, this is what I mean. Like, anything can still happen. Immo now has 3 points. We have BPS with 6, Loka with 5, and APA with 4. So yeah, anything can still happen. We still have like 6 more matchups to go before we know the top 4 for definite. Let's see, what else have I got for you? I got a game from Grangers, I saw him in the chat, so I'm going to be showing you that. This is also one of those tanks that I cannot get along with it at all. Which is like, the thing is like, when I meet it, it can bounce so many shots, and then I drive it, and I can do anything but. It and I don't get along, that's all. Let's see. On Dynasty Spril, the panda map. I do think that Wargame does those kind of things on purpose, making it into a panda and everything. Especially considering it's an Easter map and everything. Eastern, not Easter. It's not an egg map. Let's see. Nice camo though, by the way. It looks nice on this tank. I really want to know, by the way, if the leak, well, not the leak, it's leak in brackets, so to speak. The camo on the Spaghetti 46 in the preview video that I posted today, if that is a legendary one or not, because I would really love it to be. It's my favorite tank in the game. I love pimping it. Nice little bounce there. Let's see. Base A has been kept. They've lost the tank already. But there's some nice low HP targets on the other side. Range is a little bit on the side, a little bit indecisive here. But now he's being set upon and he decides to go after him. Let's see. Things are not looking too good for their team, not gonna lie. AMX is going after the Borsig. Not sure that that was a good idea, but we'll see. Nice little bounce as well. Nice track shot as well. That was really needed. Oof. Now it's 3 versus 3. And to be fair, I'd rather be playing the other two tanks than the Super Pershing in this stage. That oh my god, the AMX. Let's see, he has to be careful. He has to keep his teammates alive here. So they kind of have to work together. He has to push in and share his HP here. And I get that that's not the most fun, but in this case, one more gun would have been very helpful indeed. Nice little bounce there. But he is now on his own. Again, a nice little bounce there. This is where, like, especially in these kind of situations, I would have just switched to Premo. Yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing, which is a good call. He does take a hit there. He has to be careful also of the points. He needs to shoot the Sioux. There you go. Now we should have this relatively comfortably. Especially with this bounce. See, this is what I mean. The tank can bounce a lot. It generally just doesn't even when I drive it. Well done. I like that of the Borsig. Nice little touch. Lovely little ace with a steel wall attached. Cheeky little game. Let's see, just going to make sure that we do indeed have time. Yeah, 8:04. Well, 9:04. For some reason, my PC shows a different time in game. It's weird. Let's see. I haven't shown you this one yet. I'm going to show you this one mainly because I can and because I want to. My own E4 game here. And I want you to pay close attention to the enemy IS-7 as well, because to be fair, he kind of deserved this way more than I did. Let's see. This is a tank. I was driving it mainly because I needed to kill TDs. No, actually, no, that wasn't this. This was me trying to hunt down the TD avatar, like then you get the free one, and then you get the offer to get it for the legendary one for gold. That was one. I didn't have the TD one and the light one at this stage, and I wanted all of them. So I was driving the E4 because I had a seasonal bonus on it, and I was like, if I drive a TD, I might be able to get the avatar. Not really have the gun depression to make this work. And then they're both hiding, and I really want to shoot his face. And then it doesn't, and it goes just right on through. Which was not really helpful, but I decided to give it a shot anyway. Literally. And I want to get that, but now he's just, I literally, he's not in my sight. I can't do anything here. And I'm trying to be patient while playing ATD and waiting for a shot to happen for me. But I've never been really good at it, and this is exactly why I cannot camp in TDs. It's just not in my, I just literally can't. I get too impatient to do that. I'm not entirely certain who streams BPS. It will be streamed, but I'm not sure which channel. Let's see. In this case, I want to get the caps and I want to get the shots, and I decide to go on caps first. Because I have no targets. This is like the most boring start of a game ever. So now we have two bases. We've already lost a gun. We've lost another gun. That's not a good thing. There we go. We take out a gun and I get some nice little shot in there. Do track him, but he doesn't get killed for it. Bad Chat goes after him. And actually gets killed for it. In this case, I know I need to be careful. We've lost the gun more than they have. I kill him off. There goes the E1. And now we suddenly have a gun advantage. Now this is the thing. There's two TDs left. And we have the IS-7 here. The grill's at the back there. And at this stage, I'm not thinking too highly. Well, that sounds wrong. I'm not thinking too highly of the IS-7 because of the way that he was positioned. I pull back because I want to see if I can get some shots into that 263 while using cover, so I don't get like obliterated there. He's in a very interesting position. I want to get that shot in, but I want to make sure that I pen it. So there you go. I have a high roll. I take him out, and that's very lucky. Now there's the grill. He is pushing. Now this is the thing. This is where I got a little bit frustrated, not gonna lie. The Emil seemed to be playing really well, and then he pulls back like this. And I get that shot in, which is very important as well. While with the IS-7 over there. And he's sort of like, what is he doing at this stage? He is waiting to be shot. There's nothing there that, yeah. Anyway, in this case, I decide that I need to go after the grill. Because he, for me, is the biggest risk here. I can take a few shots from the IS-7, so I'm not too worried about that. I've got plenty of HP left. So does he, though, but I do bigger booms. So in this case, I'm turning around, thinking that he's going to push me, and I want to use the corpse from the grill. But then he goes into base C instead, and I know I need to stop that, because he can probably outcap me if he wants to. So I go for him, and I want to decap him, and I actually pay attention to that too late. So I HE him for a little bit of damage, which is not really all that useful. I got adrenaline though, and I can just go straight in, because I can still take a few hits from him. So I even ram him a little bit, make sure that my thing will pan. And then I just wiggle and wiggle and wiggle. And he actually bounces, which gives me a little bit more of respite. And more chance to actually win. And there I go, we win. Get 4 kills, 4.7k damage, despite pretty much doing nothing the first few minutes. Aside from cap a base or two. But I aced it. I'm really happy with that ace, not gonna lie. Did not get the avatar, but look at this. He was amazing. Did 5.8k damage, got a first class, a high caliber. And to be fair, like I said, he kind of deserved it more than I did. I got more supremacy points than him and more kills, but basically, he had a fantastic game. And if I had been an average player, then I'm certain he would have won this. But yeah, in 4 minutes the room will be up, so I'm not going to be showing you another replay, I think. No, I'm never sure how long the games last. That's the issue, because I don't want to risk missing the invite. So no, I'm not going to be showing you another replay. There you go. Lovely verbal confusion. Yeah, in 4 minutes it will be up. So yeah, this is like I said, this is a scoreboard and anything can still happen, but things are getting really, really interesting here and I really, really love it. Hello everyone that's watching, by the way. Basically we are waiting for Loka versus Jones. And that will be the loveliest match. I haven't seen Jones play yet, so I'm really happy to see them. And let's see. Work has been quite busy. So I'm actually quite tired. Well, I'm always tired. But yeah. This is always like, I always find this the most boring part of streaming a tournament. The waiting time in between the matches. And I always have some replays to show and everything. But at the same time, I'm here to stream the matches. I don't really care for showing you replays. So also when the games are over after the next matchup, I'm just going to show the loading screen again so that people can just basically get the rewards while listening to some music that I've got on behind the stream, so to speak. Ooh, almost did a derp there. But yeah. Why do I still have the scooter? That is not supposed to be that way. Let me just... I'm going to take a quick screenshot there. Because this is not supposed to be here anymore. Oh well. Anyway, one thing I can tell you, by the way, is that on Friday, I'm going to be having a... well, it's not like a giveaway stream. I will be doing countdowns on EU for an hour. Followed by doing countdowns on NA for an hour. And if you get into a match with me, you can earn keys for the T22 boxes. So if you don't have that tank, or you just want to basically play and everything, all you need to do is just get into a match with me. I will be playing tier 10, and we're just going to have fun with it, really. But yeah, that will be on Friday evening. I think, yeah, I play from 7 PM CEST to 8 PM CEST on EU. And then from 8 PM CEST to 9 PM CEST on NA. Basically, we are allowed to basically cut it up into more streams or different times or whatever. But for me, that is physically not, I'm not capable to play, well, to get up at NA times that work for them. And at the same time, with all the streams that are happening, this is literally my only free night that I have to do this in. So yeah. Room invite should be up in just a little bit. You can get a max of 4 T22 keys, by the way. And those are... Actually, let's see if they've... they've not announced it yet. But basically, it's for these lockboxes. You can get some parts for other tanks as well. But yeah, you can earn up to 4 keys for this crate. There's a room invite. This one then. I can't believe that after nearly a year, I think it is, that bug still hasn't been fixed. But yeah. Loka versus Jones. My first time seeing the Joneses. If they're anything like they were during summer, oh, this is gonna be amazing. So I am looking forward to that. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left before we go into the match. And then we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm hearing some really annoying music from the game in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear that because I've got all the sounds quite low, but still. We are starting it off on Normandy. And basically, Jones still needs some people. Loka still needs a peep. I'm the only one that's readied up. And there we go. Loka complete. And a little bit over complete now. A lot of tastic people in Loka's team. And lots of Joneses on the other side, of course. Someone just said, show the E25 game. I had a game earlier in the E25. And basically, I won it by running away. It was a really funny game. But the thing is that as I ran away, I literally saw gun streaks passing me when they missed me twice. I was up on my own against 3 tier 8s. And in the E25, being a one-shot, I definitely wasn't going to win. But we had 4 bases. So I just ran away and we won through that. Which was hilarious. Hilariously bad, but still hilarious. And I got a counter ban off that way. But yeah, I don't want to show that mainly because I'm just... it's not an ace. It's not a fantastically good game or anything like that. And at the moment I can't open Discord. Because my laptop would not like me to do that. 2.5 minutes left to go before we go into the match. And we see Loka readying up with potentially 4 Yos and 3 IS7s. Versus Vigus, 3 Yos, 2 Kranwagens and potentially an E50M. Not entirely certain yet. Things might still be changing, but they have 2 minutes to change things around, so it's plenty of time. So let's see. Oh, do we have a Chieftain MK6 here? That's interesting as well. Like, unlike the current meta, mainly because it's, aside from the Yo spam is like everywhere. But it's interesting to see different tanks that we haven't seen in a long time being taken, like the Chieftain MK6, like the FE4202. Stuff like that is sort of like, well, making a comeback isn't the right word, but yeah, like making a comeback. So yeah. 1 minute 25 before we go into the match. And for these two, like, there's no pressure just yet points wise. But when it comes to plays like 4 and 5, but maybe, I don't know, then it can be all important because in this case, with them having been tied and everything, it makes it like the pressure between this specific matchup is a little bit more because that decides the tiebreaker between them. So yeah. 46 seconds left to go before we go into the match. This is always, like I said, this is the boring part. I always just meh. And there's nothing really much that I can talk about aside from the annoying music in the background. That's probably from the scooter event thing. I'm actually really sure because I've got nothing other open that plays music aside from iTunes that is playing music for you. Kind of curious to see how the Chieftain MK6 will perform. It is a great tank, but we don't see it often. 12 seconds left to go. Anya actually went offline. That is not a good thing. But there he is back. With 3 seconds left to spare. So that's right on time. And here we go into the very first matchup. Let's see. Into Normandy. And the annoying music stopped, which is lovely. Italia or Spain? What? Righto. And this is also funny. Like, the plane isn't here, but there was a glitch like the other day where the plane was already there and you saw the plane crash into the plane, which was really funny. I'm going to look at that the next match as well. Loka focusing on the BC area. Jones scoring for a cheeky A cap. And we have Unitastic taking a look at spotting Ramio there. And that is some early advantage there. They have a slightly earlier cap as well. But it's only sporadically. Surftastic though is literally all alone there. And Joneses are regrouping. They do not know that Surf is alone, I think. Because if they did... There we go. Loka's just going straight for the push here. Going after those... after Ramio here. He gets tracked. Big hits down to Wesh. He's not going to survive for much longer though. He does get another hit in. And we have the Chieftain going after Shabul. Ramio is still alive. Danio as well, but Danio is not going to survive for much longer. This is where the Chieftain is just too juicy. Both teams have lost a tank. 2 tanks now. Wesh not looking too healthy. And they are going straight on in for Wesh here. And that's the end of Wesh. Now Anya Tastic is being set upon. Aeon is not looking too healthy, but is still alive. That shot did no damage though. He gets taken out. HP wise it is relatively close. It will be about the focus fire and who gets the shots in. Le Goat in a position that can't really support his teammates. Mac, Ghosty pulling back, wanting to survive this. Moros being set upon here. And they're going to go after Anya here. That is cheeky. They do take out Anya, but they also take out Ghosty. It is 2 versus 3 here. And they're all very, very healthy. Gassio is juicy. That is the thing that will make him a potentially primary target. But now we have Le Goat. And he, basically they're focusing on Gassio Tastic, and that's going to be the end of him very quickly here. And now we just have Surf left. And the first game will be for the Joneses. And there's nothing much they can do about it. No idea what was being said there. I hope it was polite, because anything offensive in the chat can get the team disqualified. Not always, apparently, because some things aren't as offensive in Wargames' eyes as they are in others. The SOS spam here, help! And he still gets the kill as well. And that is the first game up and over. The Joneses taking it home victoriously. I actually maybe think that Surftastic was the bait there. That they were hoping that they would go for him so that they could take out 2 tanks for their 1. Because that would have made quite a big difference as well. And we see Loka sticking with the same lineup, 5 Yos, 2 IS7s. And we see the 907 making an appearance. This is basically what I was talking about earlier in the tournament channel. This makes the tank pay to win. If it is taken in professionals, it is a pay to win tank. We see 4 Yos, a 907, an IS7 and a Kranwagen. And I'm not saying that the tank isn't OP, but it is behind a paywall. Not everyone will be able to get this tank. Some will may be able to get it very cheaply, but for a lot of people it is gambling, so it can take a very long time and a lot of money. Well, not time, but a lot of money to actually get the tank. And it being used in tournaments like this, for me, makes it a pay-to-win tank. And that is why I'm not happy with Wargaming releasing it mid-tournament season. I'm also not happy with them releasing a new line in the tournament season, but at least they're waiting until after the professionals before that happens. So there is that at least. But yeah, 20 seconds before we go on to the second game on Normandy. And we will see how the 907 performs. And I am going to look at the the plane crashing again. Let's see. Here we go. Let's have a look. I'm always worried if I'm loading in a little bit late, like as in getting to that loading screen, the one before this, that I might have forgotten to ready up or something, because I would hate that. Let's see. Oh no, the plane isn't there yet. I do kind of like the animation though, it's quite funny. I mean, the crash shot is there, but still. It's still nicely done. Loka focusing on the D side again. With Anya tasting more towards the middle now. The Joneses, oof. Tamio taking it there. Getting shot at. But not really getting shot back. B and C being taken. Anya taking a little bit of a hit there. Le Goat is being quite forwards here. A little bit dangerous position there. And we have the Joneses holding. We have Unitastic now pushing in. This is like they want Le Goat, but look at the HP just vanishing from Unitastic here. He gets absolutely obliterated for this. There's a lot of HP disappearing on the Joneses side though, even though they've taken out the gun first. Le Goat is not looking too healthy. Gassio is now being set upon. Le Goat gets taken out there. And we have a lone tank on the other side. Ghosty has been taken out. And there goes Anyatastic. Jabul gets taken out as well. There's a gun advantage for the Joneses, but HP wise, it is neck and neck. There's like 30 points. There was 30 points between them. We have the 907. Potentially getting clipped out here by Mroz. He might not survive it, but he does. Yazio getting hit hard and gets taken out. And they're now going after Welsh. And we have Danio gets taken out. Tamio, barely alive, has to be careful here. Ramio. Keiko has been taken out. It is 3 versus 3. And he gets taken out as well. Big hit into Gassio there. He has to be careful. Ooh, that shot misses. They have 3 bases though. They can afford to wait. We have Tamio holding at the plane. Now putting back carefully. Needing to be careful because they need to survive. But they have 3 bases. Nice hit into Mroz there. Ramio, the one with the most health here. The only pretty much healthy tank there. Takes a hit as he crosses over. But they are at 830 points. Going up pretty quickly. And we have the other 2 passing through the middle. And they are going to go in for the kills despite being this low on HP. Despite really not needing to. They take out Surf. Ross is reloading. Gassio is arriving. They actually push each other. Wanted to get the kill in, and they do get it. And they are trolling in the chat. But that is something that you do need to be careful with though, guys. Beautiful game again by Joneses here. And it could have gone either way for quite a while there. So now we are getting ready for Port Bay. And we see a similar lineup appearing, but slightly different on Loka's side. With the VK90 and IS-7, 3 Yos, but this time a Vickers joins them, and of course the VK does. And another IS-7. And on the other side, we see... I was just gonna say, is Tamio actually taking a Badger? That would be definitely interesting to see, not gonna lie. But let's see, they've just over a minute left to get ready. And then we'll see what happens. Let's see. I would be very surprised if that badger stays, not gonna lie. We see a Vickers, 2 IS-7s, 2 Yos, and we don't know yet what Danio and Tamio are going to be taken. Let's see, it's an IS-7 on one side, and it is the badger! Okay. To be fair, it is a troll tank. It can be really, really good, but in a tournament, in professionals, wow. Let's see. 20 seconds left to go before we go into the first game on Port Bay. Again, no real pressure just yet. Anything can still happen. And let's see. Countdown clock has begun. And here we go. This is something I always wonder at, like, if you're, when I'm streaming, I tend to not really talk about the possible tactics and everything, and that's mainly because, like, in my opinion, whatever lineup they take, they can go every which way with any lineup. So that's why I always feel that it's not, yeah, pointing out exact tactics is not going to be helpful. At the same time, I know that that is something that the tournament players sometimes really like to you talk about. So I honestly, I don't know if I'm missing out that way or not. Gassio going up there. We have 2 lone IS-7s. Unitastic gets spotted. Tree gets knocked down, so they know that there's someone there. Surprised that we haven't seen any blind shots yet. Base C is being kept. The IS-7s are pulling back. And we see some shots being fired, but no damage being done yet. Unitastic now taking base B. Base A also, of course, also being taken. But this is so cheeky. And Gassio can't decap it. He tries, but he doesn't get a hit in. And now Loka has a base advantage here. And Joneses will have to push into the city, and that's going to be dangerous there. Shabul and Yazio both taking a little bit of a hit there. And Gassio as well. Ramio dropping down. But this is the thing. They're all here. And they are going to go after those Yos. And they're going to go after those Yos quite aggressively. Look at them push. Ignoring Wesh here. Going straight for Jabul. But also, like, this is... They're not really going for the same target. And they're giving Loka time to react. And that is dangerous in and of itself. Because it is still Loka. Yazio not looking too healthy. Danio losing some HP here. And now we have Wesh being focused on. That not panning is also not a good thing. Yazio gets taken out. Base C has been taken. Basically, Loka has all the bases now. But look at the HP. Just like Jabul has been taken out. Loka has lost 2 guns. But the Joneses have quite a few low HP targets. We have Keiko now going after Wesh there, taking him out. And base A is being stolen back. The Vic is being put to work here. Aeon, very low on HP. The Badger turning around. Surftastic has been taken out. Danio has been taken out. So has Aeon. It is 5 versus 3 though. And we have Keiko now going after the VK90. Moros not looking too good either. And he is juicy. The Badger is actually looking the other way. Shooting Anya there. Ghosty gets taken out. Unitastic is being shot. And there he goes. And now it is just the Vickers and the IS-7 versus 4. The Badger actually doing really well here. And I sound genuinely surprised because I am. It is a Badger, it is a great tank, but I'm still very much surprised at this happening. In the meantime, we have Moros going after Jones, over after Gassio. And he gets taken out by Ramio. And the match is for Jones again. And that is me sounding legit surprised as well. Because this is Loka. But this is the Jones that sounds so mushy, that I fell in love with during summer season. But I really did, because they're amazing. This is basically, they were there sort of like the first time during summer season, where they're just like, they were so good. And it was such a pleasure to watch them. And that is the same Jones that we see here. And that is, like, Loka, equally incredibly strong. But right now, they don't really seem to have an answer for the Joneses. But the thing is that, for me, this is both top 4. If I were to have games like this in the top 4, I would be really happy. Because the games, they are relatively close. And they're highly interesting. Only in this case, I want Loka to get an answer. To basically do some smashing back, so that we can get to the tiebreaker as well, because they deserve it. Loka is a fantastic team, and it's basically, you saw that last matchup, but it's not coming out this matchup. They won the last matchup they had against the Joneses, and now the Joneses are just like, they're up for match point. And they're amazing games, and I love the fluidity of the Joneses and the way that they drive around and focus fire and everything. It is amazing to watch. But I know Loka, they can do this. And we see on the other side, we see 2 IS-7s, a Chieftain MK6, 3 Yos and a 4202 versus 3 Yos and 4 IS-7s. And that's going to be interesting. Like, everything is interesting here with these matchups, and I love it. But the pressure is on now. Loka has to bite back. Like I said, if it comes to, like, with the places and everything, the matches that they have between them will determine who goes to which place. And that can make all the difference. And let's see here. Loka focusing on the base C side, with Ross going towards the middle. The Joneses also focusing on the base C side, using their speed boost to get there a little bit quicker. But so is the other side. Ross not spotting anyone, which basically means that they know that this is basically going to be a base C showdown, I think. Unitastic getting spotted. Aeon taking the first hit though. And we see shots happening. Not that much damage being done just yet. The ground being shot quite a bit there. And like I said, this is a base C showdown. Look at the focus fire here on Yasuo-tastic. And he actually gets shot from both sides, because we have 2 tanks on the other side, and they're ignoring Surf-tastic here to get the shots into Yasuo. And that's going to make all the difference. He gets taken out first. First gun is gone. Yasuo is almost gone as well. And there he goes. They're now focusing on Fantastic. And this is the thing. This is the thing. They take out Fantastic. And they follow straight on, like, tanks are disappearing from both sides. Ramio taking quite a bit of a hit there. Shabul now being the preferred target. Look at the focus fire though. Look at it. Shabul gets taken out. It is 5 versus 4. And anything can still happen. Chieftain is now being set upon. Timeo gets taken out. 4 versus 4. Chieftain now being set upon by Ghosty. My camera is derping and I hate it. Danio is a little... Seriously? Is a little bit alone here. Enyatastic. Going to get taken out by Ghosty there. 4 versus 3. Keiko not looking too healthy, but does bounce on a nice shot there. Big hit into Surf. Danio loses HP. And Moros, they're going after Ramio. They kind of have no choice. Moros gets stuck against the rock there. 3 versus 3. Unitastic is almost gone though. And he will be at the next reload of Danio. And there he goes. 2 versus 3. Base C is now being capped. They want to get Moros. They're leaving Surf behind for now. No, they are going after him after all. And he does take a hit for it before dropping down. Ghosty, the only one left with a decent amount of HP. That shot not penning though. And now we have 2 one-shots. Ghosty is going after Ross here. Or maybe not. He takes out Surf first. And there goes Ross. And Jones wins this with a 4-0. And I don't think anyone expected that. What a brutal matchup this was. But just like this, like I showed, this match, the focus fire in this match was sublime. But that of Jones was just that, also a little bit of RNG of course, but it worked out for the Joneses better. And these were fantastic games to watch. What a matchup though. So let's see. What is everyone else doing? I would be very much surprised if the other matches were already over, to be honest. Because that was very quick. And no, they're not over yet. So I'm going to be showing you some replay again. Let's see, what have I got for you? Let's see. Don't think I've shown this one yet, so I'm going to be doing that. And like I said, I will be just showing you some background footage with some music playing once we have all the results, because there's another hour of rewards being handed out, and honestly, I'm not going to be showing you like an hour of replays and talk for an hour when we're here for the tournament matches, and it's not basically our fault that Wargaming set the timers for like another hour, even though the matches would never last so long. I mean, they're generally not as short as the matchup that we've just seen, but they're never all that long. And now this not fighting for the Rams, eh? Not gonna lie, that is I never take these positions because I don't enjoy them. But that was kind of funny. And they're sort of blocking each other now. I'm not sure why they're both there. And there you go, you have a T-22 medium that's arrived. And an E100 spaghetti. Nice, the Grill took his turn as well. The Grill basically is a nice player here. He's paying attention. They're working together. The T-22 is going to die to the spaghetti, or should at least. There you go. Grill ran with them. Don't zoom out before you shoot, Yusuf. Let's see. Cheeky shot there. Not sure what the E100 is focusing on, but it's definitely not Yusuf. Nice little track shot there. Oof. This is always a good point to activate adrenaline, not gonna lie. To get the shots in, but to also not get gunned down by the E100. Saving the Grill here. And now he's just turning around the other way. This is always like lovely when they're that easily distracted. Spaghetti's not going to survive this though. There you go. He has a good teammate in the Grill. I think he's hoping to keep it alive a little bit longer. And there you go, Grill getting another kill in. This is basically, I love it when you have like an accidental teammate like that. You know, this is with the thing with the points that you see. You know where you can potentially ammo rack someone. And the grill gets another kill in. They should honestly have this. But yeah, that's the end of the 100. They're both TDs. They both have no turret. In this case, I would just have, like, there you go. That is a lovely shot, not gonna lie. Very nicely done. He is still full HP though. He can take a hit. TD. Not sure what he's meaning to say there, but I would honestly, that's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah, I like this grill. Can we keep him? But that's the thing, you can use the ramp and the TD will have no choice but to come to you one way or another. And you can use those lovely little walls to see him before he comes without getting shot at. So now we just have to wait to see what happens. Doesn't matter if he uses HE though. But I really like this grill. He's very good at very much a team player. And he's giving advice and everything. Let's see. I would have been so much more YOLO. I would have just rushed him, taken the hit, and got behind him. If I could. Where is he at though? In order to try and get you and reset you. There you go. There you go. Just go. Get behind him. Get behind him. There you go. Doesn't matter if he hits you. You can take the hits. There you go. Nice. Well done. I love his name, by the way. Hocus Pocus Alex Focus. 4.7k damage. Lovely first class. Massive kudos to the grill as well. That was some really friendly advice and everything. I like that. He was really thinking along with you. So let's see. Do we have results yet? Let's see. Nope, still going. That means another replay. Like, I don't mind replays, but we're actually waiting for something. I'm just not going to fill, like, empty streams. Let's see. I've got a grill game. I'm not sure if I've shown it yet. We'll see. Because it's none other than our Bob the Klootzak that is driving this. Let's see. That's a golden woolly camo on the grill. Let's see. See, this is the thing. I tend to not be able to show many TD replays because I'm fairly YOLO. Not like YOLO, but like forwards. And it doesn't necessarily mean that everything goes wrong, but it means that it's generally not an ace because I do less damage. But I just prefer to play that way so much more. Let's see. Nice. Cheeky shot there. Has to be in a bit of a precarious position there, not gonna lie. E15 not pushing though. There you go, we have a spaghetti. Nice cheeky shot there. Spaghetti is moving, the AK is there as well. Nice shot. E3 gets taken out though. Sorry, not the E3. No, it is an E3. E3 got taken out by an E3, so I got confused. Bob a little undecided here. There you have the E3. Nice shot. E50 rammed himself to death there. Oh, that miss. That miss as well though. And Bob here is going for the damage, not so much the kills. And that's the end of the IS-7. Like he's done quite some damage here already. But there's some big guns over there. Ooh, that's a juicy one. Nice! With a little bit of added fire. That always helps. He just has to be careful because his teammates, they seem to be struggling a little bit with cover and everything. OBS is having issues. Not sure what happened here. Hopefully all will go well and it will connect again. Just saying OBS is having some issues. Bear with me. Still hasn't connected. Not entirely certain what's going on here. But that doesn't bode well. Internet seems fine. No, internet is not fine. That's it. Hang on. I know how to fix this. One sec. The thing is, and this is really annoying, but my landlord assures me that my internet is fine, only then it shows that it isn't. But there you go. So that's about a minute of stream that you've extra delay and everything. No, it's my internet. It'll die for a minute. And then be back. But yeah, this is basically something that I find really annoying. My landlord assures me internet is fine, and I checked the speed and everything before I start to stream, and it was looking fine. And then all of a sudden the Wi-Fi decides to quit. So I have a cable which I can unplug my TV and plug my laptop in directly to the modem, which is basically what I've done now. But yeah, that doesn't mean that there's like some extra delay and everything. So yeah, just so you know, That is what's going to be happening soon on stream. And you'll be like, wait, what? But yeah, the stream will be back. There's just extra delay for you. Let's have a look. And now it's just fine again, because it's got internet through the cable now. But yeah, I will be fixing that. As in, basically you hear it with delay as well, so you hear my being upset about it in quite a bit. Game is now also not looking too healthy. It's one of those days, you know? Everything was going so well and then this happens. I still hear the game sounds though, so it should load. I probably just got upset with no internet. I'm just gonna restart the game, not gonna just... Easier that way. Let's see. There we go. Synchronizing data. Lovely that we don't have any matches in. I would be so mad if that happened during, like... during a tournament match. I'd be so peeved. But yeah. Let's see what is happening. Do we have a scoreboard yet? That is still going on. Like, honestly, that must have been quite an intense match, not gonna lie. But that means that I'm going to show you another... another replay. Let's see. What else have I got for you? I got another figures game. I'm going to show you that. Let's have a look. I say another because I've been showing quite a few figures replays because I had so many replays for them. But it's a fantastic tank. There we go. I'm just glad it's back, to be honest. There you go. It's also back like on the portal and everything. But yeah, those are frustrating times, and the thing is that my landlord supposedly works in IT, and he just keeps assuring me, no, this is fine. But there's like, the difference is like, normal internet will be like about 150 megabytes per second upload, and about the same download, sometimes even higher. And it's just like always, it's fine, you know, it's really good. And then it will suddenly drop to like 20 megabytes per second download and upload. And if I'm really unlucky, it drops to 3. Which is just like, it's stupid. It shouldn't do that. So yeah, my landlord is showing me that this is fine. It's just, yeah. Oh well. Anyway. Let's just focus on the replay. And at least the stream is back now. And I will just be plugging in my cable directly from now on, because I don't want this happening during a tournament match, and if it happens now, it can just happen again later. There's a very forwards waffle here. Sorry. That was hilarious. There's a camper one M103. TVP not looking too healthy now. There he goes. Oh, but that shot was funny. Can't believe he hit that though. Like, as in the figures here. That he actually managed to shoot the E5 like that. Nice little bit of HP damage done there. Not sure if it counts as assisted, but still. That didn't pan. That didn't pan either though. Nice wiggling. And now the E5 has a speed boost. He takes a hit for it, but he has a friend. He just needs his friend to help him out. He can still take a hit. Ooh. The friend, the E5 has a friend as well. He's just going to come up and over. Oof. Good choice to just like not be there for a little bit. And 103, they can take him. E5 is being much more careful. Juicy. Not sure what he's doing now. He's a bit potatoing, isn't he? And that's the end of the M103. That was a potato, not gonna lie. There you go, E5 is gone. It's just the IS-7 and the 183 here. 183 just fired. Wow. They're not really the nicest, are they? Please fix your sin. We know what he's trying to say, it's just not what he's saying. He has to be careful because the MA3 can just derp on him. He just needs to make sure that he's behind the 103, the 183. Oh! That was a close call. But look at him casually doing loads and loads of damage though. And he's not looking for the kill here. He's just going in for more damage. And keeping his teammate alive. He can afford to take a hit from the I-7, that's no issue. It's the 183 that he needs to be careful with. He has 2 Amorax damage. Ooh, he fired. There you go. Nice. What a cheeky game. What a very cheeky game. Very lovely. 1559 base XP. Let's see. Let's see if we got some results now. Now it's over. It's officially over. Okay, we saw Loka versus Jones. Jones won that. BPS. What happened with BPS? Let's go. That is true. Dwarf just said RNGesus just got involved in the stream. That is very, very true. BPS lost from EG this time. Last time it was the other way around. There was a tiebreaker as well. That's going to be an epic match as well. Then we have Immo. They lost from Appa, again a tiebreaker. And Veil won. Let's see. 4-2 versus Raid. So that means that we have BPS with 6 points. EG with 6... yeah, they won. EG with 6 points as well. Loka with 5 points. Jones with 5 points. Raid with 3 points, Appa with 4 points, Veil with 3 points, and Immo with 3 points. Am I saying that right? I think I am. Not entirely certain. I'm derping some because I see 6 points here. I know EG is getting another point. Was it Jones that won both matches? No, they lost to BPS. This is always basically the game doesn't update enough, so I don't update enough either, so to speak. But yeah, I am missing another point. Was it Appa that won too then? Let's see. Yeah, they won too, so that's it. Appa has 5 points now. That's it. There you go. That was the one that we were missing. Anyway, that is it for me. I'm going to be basically for the next 35 minutes for you, as you hear this in 5 minutes. I will be streaming just my loading screen, which is this, with this text, so you just can get some rewards from the portal and everything. But for me, I'm going to stop talking and everything. And thank you all for watching. Thanks thank the teams for their fantastic games. This was such a pleasure to watch. And I'll be back tomorrow with basically more games for you. So I'll see you all then. Wish you all a very good night. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.